Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We're back once again, and we're going to be doing a series of games that,
games.
well, yeah, there's other than Batman having some actually decent video games, you know, on the Marvel side, Spider-Man has a couple of good video games as well too, and this is one of them. The very first Spider-Man game I ever played.
Whatever happened to Neversoft?
Neversoft is still around. I'm not really too sure what they do. I heard that they helped out a bit in the. I think they helped co-develop the new Call of Duty game.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Not really something you want. I will say this right now: we both played the new Call of Duty game, and if you are a person who's seen or played all the past Call of Duty games, it's pretty much the same.
It's always gonna be like. It's always gonna be like that.
There's nothing different. Multiplayer may be a little bit different, maybe a little bit more balanced, but it's still all the same.
It's like Chris said, you know, every year it may be $60, but all they do to make the big change is change the cover. No, change the cover.
Costumes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be showing off all the costumes in here. Before I started recording this, I actually 100%ed this game.
I never even knew there was a Captain Universe.
No, frankly, I didn't know either until playing this game.
Wait, quick change, Spidey? The fuck?
Yeah, it's Peter Parker just with his Spider-Man mask on. Well, what's cool about the costumes and everything, the costumes all have like their individual like attributes. Like I'm wearing the symbiote Spider-Man, so I'm able to have unlimited webbing.
And doesn't it help a lot with stealth?
No, not this one. I think you're talking about the Spider-Man Unlimited.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Spider-Man Unlimited costume had the stealth to it. If like you press like the L or R2 button, you're able to go into stealth mode, and it helps out. But in all honesty, you really won't need something like that.
I will say this: I do miss this game somewhat.
I love this game, but I'm not going to be sucking this game's dick too much because I will say this game has...
Wait, you're sucking this game's dick? Holy shit.
I said I won't be sucking this game's dick this much because this game, I have to admit, probably did not age pretty well. But sheesh, out of every single Spider-Man game that's ever out there, this is the one I played an unhealthy amount of. I'm surprised my disc still works.
Wow.
Seriously, there's like scratches up the wazoo on the disc. I even got the sequel that came out a year later. By the way, I'm playing the PlayStation 1 version. And this game came out for the N64, the PlayStation, and then a year later it'll come out for Dreamcast and the PC. The PC is overall the best version of it. Because they actually updated the graphics on this game. It actually looks pretty nice. I mean, at least for early 2000 graphics, but, you know, in here, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's probably one of the villains that'll be one of my selling points of trying to buy a Spider-Man game. If it has Venom in it, God, I'll buy it. I love Venom.
Of course, he's an amazing villain. You know, he's actually now a superhero.
Yeah, isn't he anti-Venom now?
No. Well, Eddie Brock became anti-Venom, but now, afterwards, he lost that suit because Flash Thompson, who became the new Venom,
oh yeah,
destroyed it, and now Eddie Brock has turned evil again and is now Toxin.
He's the new Toxin now?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, and Cletus Cassidy's is also dead.
And what happened to the Carnage symbiote?
There's a new Carnage. You can read it all in the Superior Spider-Man comics and also Superior Carnage.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. The bank heist.
Yep, like I said, this is my very first Spider-Man game I've ever played. I don't think I've ever. Well, that's not true.
True believers and new
Silent,
members
silent.
alike.
Stanley's talking.
Spider-Man
Okay.
co-creator Stan Lee here. Once again, we find our hero Peter Parker, better known
love you,
around the
Stan.
world as the amazing Spider-Man, in a heap of trouble.
I don't give a
But this
fuck
is
what
just
anyone
the
says,
beginning
even
of
if you
Spidey
are
dreams.
super
So get
comic
ready for a
fans
true
or just
superhero action
a
thriller,
complete
packed
dick.
to the brim with
Stan
thrills
Lee
and
is the
chills
true
and
god of
twists and
superheroes.
turns. More supervillains than you can shake a web
There
at,
is a
and of
reason
course,
why heroes and villains do not fuck with Stan Lee.
wall-crawling action.
Why he has to be in everything he's created.
He doesn't have to be. He's just recommended.
Spider.
He chooses.
Hey, Black Cat, what's going on?
They ask him like, sure,
know
I
there's
made
been
this
some
character,
trouble
I'll be in the
with
movie.
bank's being robbed,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got hostages.
Wow,
Yeah.
Black Cat, you
What-
look
Use your
not,
Spidey compass to get to the
completely
bank
not
quickly.
sexy whatsoever.
Thanks, Cat.
Dude, this is like real low poly models here, dude. This is still early 2000. In fact, in the
Just imagine all the old people who are actually playing this, people who are considered older than us, like in their teens, actually fapping to that.
It's tingling. Something's
Well,
going on here.
I will say this: that is probably what happened. Even though she is the sexual epitome when it comes to Spider-Man.
Well, I don't remember where the internet was at this time, so wasn't too
The
sure.
internet was in the form of books, and a lot of them called pornos.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. Talking about what's the early versions of porn at this time?
And yes, we'll be talking a lot more in the future games, because seriously, the characters just keep getting better,
Well, yeah.
for lack of a better word.
Well, yeah, of course. Graphic
All right,
capabilities.
come on,
up there.
kick their ass.
Whoa, police choppers.
You know, I never realized this until like my fourth playthrough or something like that. But apparently, you can grab the enemies by pressing the punch and the kick button at the same time. But it's just,
I never did that.
it's just that I never use it. That's why I always forget about it every single time I go through a playthrough. I always forget about it. I just never found any use for it.
Well, they're dead. Nice going, Spidey. You didn't save them.
Ah, look at that fire. It looks so good back
I
in
think this is probably
2000.
the first superhero game that someone actually died in.
Huh?
I think this is the first superhero game created that someone actually died in. I
Try.
don't know that many superhero games, and I'm pretty sure this is the only one someone actually died, and that was the police
Believe they
officers.
Shot down those police choppers.
Well,
Yeah, just my luck.
Spider-Man
Probably
has
blamed for
had
that
a lot
too.
of games since the Atari days, and
Is that the bank ahead?
in all honesty, you know,
Yes,
they are just
but
utter
be
crap.
Careful, Spider. I saw a
Jesus
chopper dropping off
Christ!
armed robbers on top of the
You
bank.
remind me of a fucking Halloween
Thanks
prop
for
I
the heads
have.
up, Cat.
Yeah, it's
She is.
I know.
Oh, I'm scared right now. I'm frightened of her.
This is one of my favorite lines. You go over here, and this building looks familiar.
Man, looks like the Fantastic Four aren't around right now.
Yeah, they're too busy making the third movie. Oh wait, no, they aren't.
Yeah, I will say this. I was not happy with how they portrayed the Fantastic Four.
Ugh, God, those movies sucked.
Oh, just the fact that Galactus became this fucking cloud instead of a super androidal monster.
Well, yeah, I did dislike that as well, but just overall, just how the whole
isn't the
setup
bank?
of the movie series was just ugh. I didn't like it whatsoever.
Yeah, well, the new Thor movie isn't that much to brag about either.
You actually
This
saw it?
isn't the bank?
Yeah, I will say this. I went in there with low expectations, and it hit them perfectly.
I bet I can get into
It
the
was
bank through
the
top of this
expectations I
building.
had when I got disappointed by the first movie.
Cat was right. It's the Jade Syndicate.
Well, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not too sure when I'm going to, but
I'd say wait for DVD because really, they don't even portray Thor properly at all. When you think of Thor, you think of something that has someone who has power, someone who actually looks like. If you look at them, they will intimidate the shit out of you. The actors they have for it are just ugh. You
I'll
missed.
find I don't find Chris Hemsworth that bad.
He's good. I would approve of him as being Thor if they had found a better Odin. Because Anthony Hopkins, I'm sorry, Odin is supposed to be like more of a strict,
That's the
really
last one.
powerful guy who you
Still
really,
alright.
really would not mess with.
Hmm.
And the way he portrays Odin is like he's just weak. He's a weak character, not this all-powerful all-father who basically can snap his fingers and take you out of existence if he wanted to.
That's not really Anthony Hopkins' fault.
Well, I
That's
hope
more
you
of
don't mind if I
whoever
make
is
it quick
writing
as
for the
possible.
movie's fault. They don't portray Odin as the way you said that he's supposed to be portrayed.
No, but either way, you would even if he was written properly, it's all about the actor because they had to look like they have the power. They had to sound like they have the power. He really does it. It sounded like he was just playing a part, in my opinion, just playing a part, not actually being the character.
Well, Thor aside, back to more Spider-Man.
They do have hostages.
By the way,
I have to make sure they don't get
first
hurt.
movie amazing, second movie okay, third movie sucks.
Third movie is the epitome of a
Amazing.
rush job. Seriously, they put it in they pretty much the original was that it was supposed to be just Sandman. That's it, just Sandman, and then he just threw Venom at the last second just to please the fans.
Well, it's not even that. The fact that Venom looked like he was a fucking just black Spider-Man with a big-ass mouth, it was stupid. He's supposed to be really buff, extremely dangerous, the kind of guy who doesn't really fuck around. He just like, I want you dead.
Yeah, I didn't really approve Topher Grace to play
like that
Eddie
room
Brock.
there controls
That
the
is the
security
last
doors.
guy I would
Door is
expect to
locked
play
from the
Eddie
inside.
Brock.
There's got to be another way in.
Although he did do good in the Predator movie.
The newest Predator movie, The
Yeah,
Predators.
Yes.
Well, he's
Not
not
much
a
of a
bad.
title.
He's not a bad actor. I'm not saying that, but just I don't know. He
I don't
did.
think you're gonna be able to get down there properly.
I gotta
What are you
be.
trying to do? Do that whole little web sling where you hang
Looks
down?
like these switches can open the
No,
security doors.
I'm just trying to get down, just wall crawl down. But like I said, this game hasn't really. It's fun, but I will
If you
admit,
want a challenge, play an old game.
trust me, dude.
There's no help buttons. There's no nothing. You have to figure shit out on your own. Play old games, people.
Trust me, dude. You're talking to a guy who's played the Metroid series, the old Zelda series. I play them all, so I know exactly what you're talking about. But it's just, as I was about to say, is this game, it's fun, but it hasn't aged too well. The controls are kind of stiff, I'm not going to lie. And that's why I had a hard time getting down the air shaft. Going back...
Okay, there you go.
It's not terrible controls, but you could definitely say that the later Spider-Man games, of course, get way better controls. My favorite Spider-Man controls to this very day is still Ultimate Spider-Man.
I just loved how you played as Venom and you just fucking absorbed people.
Oh yeah,
You into my body.
yeah. Venom was a bonus, but I just love the way Spider-Man controlled in there. Able to swing from building to building properly, zip line properly, use the boost to go faster for swinging, use the triangle button to change your height so you could go up higher up the buildings and higher up your web when you're swinging. It just that control just felt so natural to me. That's why I love Ultimate Spider-Man so much and why I played the ever-loving fuck out of it, like this one.
You love saying the F word a lot. And here I am, the guy who should be the most mouthy person here.
I only said the F word like twice.
Yes, but when it comes to Spider-Man, you say it a lot.
Well,
It's fucking
going
Spider-Man.
down.